Tom Brady played in 10 Super Bowls, 7 rings. Mahomes, this is his 4th Super Bowl. He's got 2 rings, maybe a 3rd. At what point is there a number of championships? Or is that number 2? Like, is it right now where you start putting Mahomes in the category of a Tom Brady as the best ever? Because I almost feel like you have 2 different things at play.
Yeah.
The longevity that Brady played will probably be unmatched by anybody in the game ever.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody playing 22 years over 3 in the 90s, in the 2000s, in the just the decades alone. They played 3 different decades.
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes, to me, looks like the best quarterback ever right now. Where is he in this conversation for you?
I think it's very interesting. I think if he wins the Super Bowl this year, which we believe he will, if they win this year, then I think it needs to be opened up, because Michael Jordan never got to 12 rings, but we said he was better than Bill Russell, and we said he was better than Kareem. Before he had how many rings Kareem had, it was, all right, Michael Jordan's the best, because you saw enough. You saw the highlights, the points, you saw the three-peat. Like, Michael Jordan was called the best ever after the first three-peat. Not the second three-peat, the first three-peat. He already was at. That's when Kareem got into his feelings about the whole process as well. I think if he wins the Super Bowl, you're talking about 3 Super Bowl wins out of 4 games played in the span of 5 years, in the span of 6 years as a starting quarterback in the NFL. What are we talking about? And he was the absolute reason why in all those years they got to the playoffs. They got to the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. Even this year, where the defense is better, it's Patrick Mahomes on those first 2 drives of each of the last 2 games where you really see him and his greatness. So I think you can have the conversation now. And I don't think they waited for Jordan. But I think if he wins this year, now you're looking at a back-to-back. Like, that's key. Once you start talking about Brady did back-to-back. He did back-to-back-to-back the first time. He won 3 in a row.
I believe he's the last quarterback to go back-to-back, Tom Brady.
Exactly. And he went back-to-back-to-back, and then they won back-to-back again. So when you look at it that way, there's things that Patrick's not going to be able to do. The longevity piece of it all. One, they're making so much money, he's not going to want to have to play for 20 years. So he'll never be able to catch certain things. But statistically, he's way above where Tom was. So he might be able to catch him in some of those stats. 3 Super Bowls in the span of 4 years. And you went back-to-back. And this was a season in which he got the chance to prove himself as a player. They almost didn't even make the playoffs at one point.